Reports say Nigeria became one of the top 5 Chinese investment destinations in Africa with $123.27 million investment. These agreements signed between Nigeria and China, stakeholders believe will assist the growth of the tourism industry if there is accountability, transparency, and strategic oversight in the execution of the projects highlighted on the MOU signed by President Tinubu. A coalition of civil society organizations made up of the China Tourism Promoters, Tourism Volunteers Network, and a host of other organizations dedicated to safeguarding Nigeria's future through transparent, efficient, and sustainable development practices were in Abuja to discuss the significance of the agreement signed between Nigeria and China aimed at boosting tourism and infrastructural development. While commending the Ahmed Tinubu-led administration for the agreements reached through the Forum for China-Africa Cooperation in Beijing, which they said are not merely transactions between nations but promises to better the lots of the citizenry, the group, speaking through the Executive Director, Tourism Volunteers Network and convener of the movement, Ambassador Phil Roberts, called for effective on-the-ground monitoring and evaluation to guarantee that every money and every effort spent is to the fullest potential.
We need effective on-the-ground monitoring and evaluation to guarantee that every naira, every yuan, and every effort that is spent on the loan that was collected is fully executed for potential of tourism in Nigeria. We, as a coalition, will represent a group of dedicated civil society organizations working together to ensure that every dollar, every yuan, and every resources allocated for under that loan is used for the benefit of Nigerian people. We believe that the development should not only happen behind closed doors, but it should be open to all Nigerians to see, because
they announced the use of blockchain technology to monitor the flow of funds, drones, and satellite imagery for real-time project updates, and a mobile app that allows citizens to track the progress of work in their communities to ensure development is not just top-down but also grassroots driven.
How Nigeria is perceived actually begins from how you report Nigeria to the world. We have enormous tourism sites in Nigeria that can grow our economy and create jobs and create opportunities everywhere, in every state of this country. We can, if you take a survey, if you do a survey, you see that there are so many tourism attractions that we can leverage on to actually drive a different narrative about our country.
So there's need for modern technology introduction through some of these funds, so that we don't go back to the locomotive days, of railway. If you go out there, you see speed rail, electric rail, rails and all that, train and the rest of them. So we need to see how this fund is being used in those areas with our network, across the federation, with over 350 members on our database.